What blue skies do I see? Bluebirds sing. Morris? I'm in the booking hall.
Yes, of course you're in the booking hall.
Well, that's odd. I could have sworn I was sweeping the loading bay. See, I started off in what I thought was the old boiler room and worked my way along, stage by stage. So I wonder what I did in the ladies.
What are you trying to prove, Morris?
Mind over matter.
What?
I'm training me mind.
Oh,
To perfection.
I see.
See, it's all to do with concentration. Deep concentration. Because any expert will tell you it's the mind that does the work, not the eyes. A lot of us, we neglect our minds.
Do we?
So I'm going to train my mind to perfection. Because it should help my round the world attempts that much easier.
Well, I hope so, for your sake.
So do I. Yeah, but I wonder where I went wrong. See, I could have got myself disorientated when I fell off the edge of the platform.
Then isn't he dangerous?
Never.
Oh, surely it's too good a day to be wandering around with a scarf tied round your head.
Nope. Not when the mind is all set to reach its peak. Where's me broom?
Oh, it's here.
Thank you. Could you set me stopwatch for me?
There. Would you like me to point you in any particular direction?
No, that'd be cheating. Just spin me round, Mr. Drake, and lead me to it.
Righto.
Platform. Platform.
Isn't it a beautiful day?
I suppose so.
Is that enough?
No. A few more.
So what are you two doing, stuck in on a day like today? You should be outside enjoying the fresh air.
What should we have to go with these? Potatoes?
Oh, yes, potatoes.
It's so stuffy in here. I can hardly breathe.
Mashed or boiled?
Mashed.
In fact, the whole place is so stuffy, I've been through the entire station, opening every door and every window.
Good for you. What about nice cheese and onion flan to go with it?
Oh, that'd be perfect.
We're going to need a nice hot meal to warm us up.
A hot meal? On a day like this?
I'll peel some spuds, shall I?
Please?
Oh, we should be eating outside on a day like this. Having salad and ice-cold drinks. We should be swimming in the river.
Close that door, will you?
Close it? I've just opened it.
Yes, well, Tommy's been out all night courting, and I don't want him in a draft.
There is no draught.
There will be.
There's no wind. Not even a slight breeze. Look outside. Now, can you see a tree moving? Or a leaf?
There. That should do it, shouldn't it?
Yes, fine.
I mean, it's so airless everywhere.
It's only airless because there isn't any air.
Exactly.
And there isn't any air because there's going to be a storm.
A storm?
Yes.
Today?
Today.
Have you seen the sky?
I don't need to see the sky.
There isn't a cloud in sight. And it's very hot. A storm. Well, I intend to spend the entire day in the sun, sunbathing. Do we have any suntan lotion?
In the cupboard over there.
This girlfriend of Tommy's, has anyone seen her?
No.
Where am I?
Round the bend by the looks of it. And that's my scarf. I haven't got enough clothes as it is. Why don't you stick to sensible things like trying to walk on stilts?
I finished with stilts.
Finish? You haven't even started with them.
No, and I don't intend to. Everybody seems to be walking around on stilts these days. Vicars and people like that.
And you prefer to be different?
Yes, I'm a pioneer. I lead. I never follow.
Morris.
What?
Come here. Those clothes we salvaged from the cottage, well, they've had it, so when you burn the rubbish, can you get rid of this lot?
Oh, no. I've hardly enough shirts as it is.
Well, what about me? I've hardly anything left. And a girl needs a decent wardrobe.
Well, I've only got 2.5 changes of socks.
2.5?
Oh, yes, that's all I possess. 5 socks.
Then the problem's solved.
How do you mean? Solved?
Out there in the booking hall. Mrs. Kelly's left another of them big baskets for us. And it's full of clothes.
There's nothing in here of any use.
Nothing at all? No summer clothes?
No. Not unless you want to try those.
No, I don't think so.
Well, what about this, then? Make a nice blindfold.
I might guess there'd be nothing for us. Not when you think what that woman wears.
What's this? Something to do with torture?
It could be. You shouldn't put your hands on things like that, Mr. Ansell. Not with all your problems.
How long has Tommy been seeing this girl?
Dunno. A few weeks.
Yes, something like that.
Well, don't you think it's time we knew a little bit more about her?
Why?
Well,
He's not complaining, is he?
no, it's just that I think we have a right to know.
You mean so that we can decide whether or not she's suitable for him?
Well, yes.
You're not his dad, you know.
No, but I am his friend. And at least I can advise him.
How? You can't even advise yourself.
No? Well, at least I'm a decent judge of the weather.
This girl, if she works all night long, then no one's likely to know anything about her, are they? Except Tommy.
But he hasn't even described her.
He doesn't have to, does he?
Or a name. We don't even know her name.
It's Sally.
Sorry. Did we wake you?
No, they didn't. But you did.
Sally? Well, that's a pleasant enough name.
Yeah.
Sally what?
Lun.
Sally Lun?
Yeah.
That's the name of a cake.
Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? If she works in a bakehouse.
Well, I don't want you to think that I'm poking my nose into your private business.
Well, you are, aren't you?
No, of course not. It's just that, well, you've been seeing this girl for some time now, and, well, we haven't had the pleasure of meeting her.
I know.
Is she a shy girl?
No,
I don't suppose she gets much chance of a social life, does she? Working all those hours.
that never bothers her.
Suppose she has to look after her old dad when she finishes work.
No, her old dad gets looked after by her old mum.
So, where'd you go?
Nowhere.
You mean you do all your courting in the bakehouse at night?
Yeah.
So, what about romance?
Romance?
Yes, you know, walking hand in hand through fields of golden corn and that. Depending on the pollen count, of course.
Well, there's plenty of romance to be got in a bakehouse at night.
Really?
Yeah. Nice warm ovens. The smell of a hot, crusty cob. A fully automated loaf cutting machine. I mean, that makes sweet music when it's set to thin slice.
Does it?
Yeah. Anyway, she doesn't like the daylight.
But most people prefer the daylight. They depend upon it.
She doesn't.
Well, what does she like then?
I don't know. Nighttime. Storms and dark clouds.
Oh, well, she's out of luck today.
And winter. She likes the winter. But not the snow. It's too bright for her.
Funny bird.
Well, at least we know a little bit more about her, I suppose.
And does that satisfy your curiosity?
Not entirely, no.
I shouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You can make your mind up properly when she arrives.
But what do you mean, when she arrives?
She's on her way.
Coming here?
Yeah. I invited her. I thought it was about time she met you lot.
She wants to meet us.
Yeah.
I mean, as a sort of a guest.
That's right.
We haven't had a guest here before, have we?
No, never. Well, not an invited one.
Then you better not let me down, had you?
Hang on a minute. It's daylight, right?
Right.
Well, you said this girl doesn't like the daylight.
She doesn't. So she's walking down through Blackbrook Forest. I'm going to meet her there, take her through the spinney, then we'll make a quick dash across the field and up onto the platform.
You sure it ain't too much trouble?
No.
I could go and meet her if you like. Bring her back blindfolded.
No, thanks. See you soon.
Well, this looks like being a very important occasion.
Yeah.
So, we better make a good impression, hadn't we?
I think so. Now, I wonder where I put my clean shirt.
I'm wearing it.
Yeah, so you are.
Right. We'll organise a tea party.
Now, that's a very good idea.
But it's still morning.
Well, all right then. We'll have a morning tea party. That cake I made. I can dress that up a bit.
And I could cut some sandwiches.
What can I do?
You collect up the mugs and the plates and wash them up.
Right.
Not with that on.
Don't you think it would be a good idea if we had tea outside?
No. I've already told you it's going to rain.
And I have already explained that there is no possibility of rain today. Is there anything I can do?
No.
All right, then. I shall take advantage of the sun. No one else will? Quick 15-minute burst to make myself look presentable?
You do that.
And nothing but the blue skies do I see.
What was that about a quick burst of sunbathing?
Oh, the doors are windows. I've left them open.
No.
What was that about making a good impression?
Here we are. One of my friends lives in there. One in there. One in the ladies. And I live in the signal box.
Is this place haunted?
Well, as a matter of fact, yes. But only slightly.
I thought so.
And this is where we spend most of our time. Sally, these are my friends. This is Sally.
It's very pleasant to meet you, Sally.
Good morning.
How'd you do?
Sandwich?
Thank you.
Milk and sugar?
Please.
Well, it's very pleasant to meet you, Sally.
You've already said that.
Oh, have I? I hear you don't like the daylight.
That's right.
Some sort of allergy, is it?
No, I just don't like it. In fact, I hate it.
I see.
I hate the sun. I hate brightness of any sort. Except candlelight. I love Candlelight.
Really?
And it's the same with Sally's mum and dad. They never go out during the day if they can help it.
Doesn't that make life difficult?
No. Why should it?
All right. I was only asking.
So, how'd you go on about seeing your friends?
Oh, we don't have any friends. We don't really need them.
You mean you're a very close family?
Oh, yes. Very close indeed.
And your neighbours? Do they fit in with your way of life?
Oh, they have to. You see, no one ever crosses us and gets away with it. They daren't.
Yes, right. Would you like another sandwich?
Because you know what they say, don't you?
No, what do they say?
Don't play games with the people of the night. For if you do...
You could get a nasty fright.
Yes!
No, I've never heard them say that.
Yeah, well, Sally wants to see the signal box, so I'll show her it now.
Is that okay with you, Mr. Drake?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course.
Don't worry. The weather's been very kind to you. It's raining again.
Oh, good.
See you in a minute.
He can pick 'em, can't he? I mean, she's weird.
Yes, very weird.
And did you notice
Notice what?
the friar's balsam smell? It came in the room with her.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So did I. And it's gone now.
Harold must have followed her in here.
Yes. And out again. Fine. It's hardly surprising. She's as white as a ghost. I bet he fancied her like mad.
But what about Tommy? She's not right for him.
No, never.
If she don't like bright daylight, and she was due to come here, maybe she arranged the weather for herself.
But that would make her a witch.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. She can't possibly be a witch. She's just... Well, she's just...
Eerie.
Yes.
You don't think she's going to move into that signal box with Tommy?
Oh, I hope not.
That wouldn't work at all.
No, it wouldn't.
Because then we'd all need one of these, wouldn't we?
Why?
To protect us from the evil eye.
Well, Tommy's not a rain person. And neither are we.
There isn't enough room in the signal box for both of them. And I'm not building an airing cupboard for two.
Take this, will you?
Certainly.
Close the door. Ah, I see you found the clothes. Oh, you look marvellous, Mr. Drake.
Do I?
Oh, and such weather. You know, I've had to cross deep puddles to get here.
She looks as if she should be sat on a rock luring sailors to their fate.
I don't have to sit on a rock to do that, dear. Mr. Drake, you've had tea.
Yes.
And tea with a tablecloth.
That's right.
So why wasn't I invited? Oh, I would just love to have been invited to tea with a tablecloth.
I'm very sorry.
Anyway, I must sit down. I have extraordinary news.
Oh, here.
Oh, thank you. My harvest has been ruined. All my harvest crops. My barley, my corn, they've all been devastated.
By the rain?
No, it wasn't the rain. It happened yesterday. They just withered and died. Entire fields have gone.
Well, there must be an obvious reason.
Oh, then give me an obvious reason.
Sabotage.
Why sabotage?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps somebody doesn't like you.
No, that's not possible. Apart from which, no one could make entire fields perish overnight.
Right, let's get to the bottom of this. Have you upset anybody lately?
Me? I never upset people. I simply speak my mind, that's all.
Yes, well, when did you last speak your mind?
2 evenings ago.
And where was this?
In that strange little baker's in Fennybrook. Well, I'd been buying my bread from them for some time, but I decided I didn't like their produce anymore, so I went to see them to cancel my account and to tell those odd people just exactly what I thought of them.
2 evenings ago.
That's right.
And your crop started to die when?
Yesterday. A neighbour of mine, a farmer, he also went there to complain at the same time. Yesterday, his cows stopped giving milk and his hens stopped laying.
What did she say?
His cows stopped giving milk and...
No, not there. No one ever crosses them.
Oh, and gets away with it.
Take that thing off. We've got to get Tommy away from her.
Well, how?
Well, I don't know. But we've got to get him away from her and keep him away from her. For good.
But that's going to be rather difficult, isn't it? I mean, they're out there now. Together.
Well, we've got to separate them. Somehow.
I don't reckon the sun's going to shine again. Not while she's around.
Perhaps we should just rush out there and grab him and lock him away somewhere.
Lock him away?
Yes, why not?
You can't just lock people away.
You can if it's for their own good.
But where? I mean, there isn't a secure room at the station.
Perhaps I can be of help. I have a dungeon at home. Yes, a real one. In full working order.
Trust her.
Is it a comfortable dungeon?
Yes, as dungeons go. In fact, I once had an admirer who locked himself away in there for weeks on end because he loved it so much.
Is he still there?
No, I had to get rid of him. He would insist on swallowing the key.
Yes, well, perhaps a dungeon isn't such a good idea.
No, but you said we had to lock him away for his own good.
Yes, but not in her dungeon. You don't know what funny business goes on in there.
A dungeon, eh?
Yes,
With chains and manacles.
of course. Fur-lined.
Any rats running round?
Oh, rats could be arranged.
I wonder how long it'd take me to escape from that little lot. Minutes, I should think.
It's not you that's escaping. It's Tommy. I mean, do we want our friend to become a creature of the night?
No, definitely not.
No, it seems to me the most sensible way of going about this thing is by taking Tommy to one side and having a serious talk with him.
Or we could trick him, set a trap for him.
No, there's an easier way. We hypnotise him.
We what?
We use hypnosis. Make him forget the girl. She'll be erased from his memory forever.
But we don't know no hypnotist.
Yes, we do.
Where is he?
You're looking at him. Yes.
I might have known.
As a matter of fact, I once studied hypnotism.
Where?
At home. I did it by correspondence course.
I'm going out there. I'm going to have a word with Tommy.
Well, what did you think of her?
Tommy,
Yeah?
come in. Morris, sit down. Where is she?
Sally? No, that Harold. He's been leaving flowers all over the place for her. So she's gone to look for him to thank him. Why's he staring at me?
Look into my eyes.
Why?
Do it. Just do as I tell you.
He wants to hypnotise you.
Oh,
You're beginning to feel sleepy, aren't you?
no.
Well, I am. Right, now then, relax
I am relaxed.
and concentrate. You're going into a deep sleep.
No, I'm not.
A very deep sleep. Sleep is washing over you like waves on a shore. A very deep, deep.
Tommy, this girlfriend of yours,
What about her?
well, we think she's creepy.
And absolutely wrong for you.
And we want you to give her up immediately.
Otherwise, they're going to lock you up in my dungeon.
So, I take it you don't approve of her?
No, we do not approve of her. And we think she could be trouble.
So do I. That's why I wanted you to meet her.
You mean you're not going to live with her?
No.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
I mean, how could I live with her? I'd have to give up daylight as well. I couldn't cope with that. I need sun. I need warmth. I'm warm-blooded.
Of course you are.
So, I'm going to have to tell her it's all over.
When?
Now.
Whoever crosses them.
What?
What he's trying to say is you might not be able to get rid of her that easy.
Why not?
Well, she might try to take revenge.
What kind of revenge?
All kinds. She might put a blight on your run of beans.
And your hens might stop laying.
And your berries could get withered and drop off.
She's one of them. She's one of those strange bakehouse people.
Tommy,
Yeah?
I've some very bad news for you.
Have you? What's that?
I've found someone else.
Someone else? Who?
Who do you think?
Harold?
Yes, Harold. Dear, runny-nosed Harold. He's waiting outside for me right now.
Is he?
And we're going to go away together. I think we're made for each other.
Oh, so do we.
Don't think too badly of me, will you, Tommy?
No, I'll try not to.
I shan't forget all those long nights we spent together by the French stick oven. Or the loving way you used to change my dough hook for me.
No, I shan't forget that either.
Bye-bye then, Tommy.
Bye.
I reckon it'll be sunny again tomorrow.
Hope so.
No regrets.
Nah, not really.
Well, I've got one. The tea party. I was enjoying that.
Yeah, so was I. Having a guest and all.
Mrs. Kelly, may we invite you to tea?
Who? Me? Oh, how kind. When?
How about now?
Oh, tea with a tablecloth.
Tea with a tablecloth.
Oh, how lovely. Oh, where shall I sit? Here? And do you have fish? I would so love smoked salmon sandwiches.
I'm afraid it's all down to a tin of pilchards.
Oh, that will do. Do sit down, gentlemen. Perhaps afterwards we could sing some sea shanties.